Welcome to the Football Wrap. I'm the host of the show, Jeff Wortman, and this is my little friend, Paul.
My little friend? That's right, I'm his little friend. You rub my chest for good luck.
The news we can't ignore this week is a betting scandal. 4 players were implicated on the front of the Herald Sun. Their pictures were shown, and apparently they've been betting on AFL matches, which is a big no-no. But one of the more dubious ones was Kieran Jack, who plays for Sydney.
Sorry, who?
Kieran Jack?
Kieran Jack.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
He's 19 years old, and he had 2 bets totaling $10, apparently. And his picture was in the paper, and he's looking at a suspension and possibly a big fine. This isn't the first time that Daniel Ward's been involved in a betting scandal, actually, though, because remember him and Travis Johnson owed Simon Beasley, who's like a bookmaker, $70,000 in debts or something, and I don't think they were football related, but Simon Beasley, I mean, if you did have somebody to owe money to, it'd probably be the best choice. I mean, he's not exactly a scary sort of character.
I wouldn't say that. He's a big player. He's a big player with betting and things like that. I don't think you should slave him off.
No, he's not. He's a little bald-headed coot.
No, I don't think. No, he's not. He's not. A lot of people suffer from baldness and bald-related illness.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you should be rattling.
I thought we were going to do this irreverent thing about everyone, and you just make jokes.
Not everyone may or may not allegedly have ties to the underworld.
What? You think Simon Beasley's in the mafia?
I'm not saying that. I didn't say mafia. You said mafia. Just a quick message to Mr. Simon Beasley. I just want to make sure that you understand that whatever Jeff Wortman says in the podcast, I do not support those comments whatsoever. So just making that nothing's going on. That's, hey, good looking, what you got? Cool. I'm just doing a message for Mum's birthday. Yep, that's all.
Okay. Adam Ramanauskas from the Bombers has come up with a good idea to help Carlton a little bit out of their financial crisis, and that's to have a multicultural theme game in August this year when the Bombers play Carlton, and that's to sort of embrace the strong ethnic links that both those clubs have. Do you think that's a nice idea, to have sort of an ethnic theme game? Or?
Look, don't get me wrong, I think multiculturalism is fantastic, particularly in Australian sport, but he wants to make this part of the Essendon-Carlton game that is scheduled as part of the home and away season. This is not like an exhibition game where, it happens before the season like the All-Stars.
This is one of those theme games, like we have a women's round and family round and the Aboriginal game between Essendon and Richmond.
Right.
What other themes do you think could work, though, for these AFL rounds?
Are you thinking like a party theme?
Well, I always enjoy a dress-up party, and I think it makes it more interesting.
I've been to some good ones.
Yeah?
Like maybe...
What's the best dress-up party theme you've been to?
Cocks and frocks. I think you could get maybe the Richmond players...
To dress as roosters?
Well, no, they dress in dresses, women's clothing, and most of them have cocks, so, cocks and frocks. They could be playing Collingwood. Collingwood could be dressed in an S&M theme, which would always be a good fun party. I mean, wouldn't you like to see Anthony Rocker in a leather thong?
With a gimp hat on.
I've got a feeling Anthony Rocker might be Collingwood's gimp.
Paul, how seriously do you take the NAB Cup?
Love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm into it.
I'm a round 1 man, actually.
Oh, really?
I take it with a grain of salt, the NAB Cup.
I like the new rules, the different rules. I mean,
there's no new rules there.
No, but I mean, but they still feel new. The Super Goal. We haven't seen the Super Goal for 12 months now.
I don't care for the Super Goal.
You don't?
No.
Well, that's because you're going for Richmond. Have you got any players at Richmond that can kick further than 50 metres?
Well, Richo can, but...
Yeah, but you don't get 9 points for a point. It's Darwin. It's evolution. Yeah. You've got to keep moving. Things that stay still, they die. I mean, you've got to change things. I mean, think back to what our first podcast would have looked like, to now. So,
Hawthorn and Melbourne are going to merge, Soccersaurus. What do you think about that?
I think it's stupid because they're both crap teams.
Justin Kazitsky's back on the injury list, and this guy is terribly injury prone after his facial fracture last year and breaking his nose when the umpire ran backwards in the VFL and all that stuff.
Fainting on television,
yeah. And he strained his quad, so it looks like he might miss the start of the season as well. And
I mean, you've got to start to ask the question, was this man designed to play physical competitive sport?
Yeah, I just hope he can get himself right.
I think that St Kilda really have to start thinking about letting Cozzy go.
Well, sort of putting him up as trade bait at the end of the year or something?
No, I think that it might be time for Cozzy to go up to that little junction oval in the sky.
Oh, you mean the Clag Factory?
Yep. I think it's time to give him the injection. But you always get these players. David Schwartz. Remember Schwartz?
Yeah.
How many knee recos did that guy have? Lee Walker, he had a go with Collingwood. Allegedly was right up there with...
I think Stephen Tingay would have been a great player had he not been injured so often as well.
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
Yep.
Michael Voss.
Did
we see the best of Voss?
Oh, well, James Hird.
Yeah. Oh, it might have been the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Had he not been injured so much.
Matthew Richardson. Would he have been a better player if he'd had a human brain rather than the colobus monkey that he was given?
That's all I've got time for on the Footy Wrap this week. But next week we should have some, at least some games to talk about when the NAB Cup starts. And that'll be... What are you doing? Well, I'm just doing the sign-off.
I'm just got to go.
Yeah, but
Just got to go down to TAB.
Why?
I'm just whacking a few Kieran Jacks on Collingwood to beat the Roos this Friday night.
Okay. All right, well, you go.
Yep.
No worries. We'll be back the same time next week.